welcome to today's attempt of a Fusele puzzle. This is a Wordle with a rules change on every row. So for example, on the top row, I won't find out what the hint is in any of these three positions. So basically it just means I'm getting 2 bits of information rather than 5 on this first guess. Just puts me at a bit of a disadvantage straight away, but I suppose it's the same for everybody that does this puzzle. Anyway, we're going to try to crush it today. We'll start with the R and the S, 2 of the most common consonants. We can try for vowels later. That was a bad tactic. We haven't got an R or an S. Okay. Orange hints mean that the letter is within 3 alphabetically. Okay, so there's no disadvantage with this rule to going for duplicated letters, so I'm going to go for added, like I always do with this rule when it's one of the first 1 or 2. And now that is exactly why I do it, because now these 3 can't be any of the first 7 letters of the alphabet. That's incredible that we've ruled out so much information. I just find it much easier to ignore the first 7 letters than if, say, I'd gone for an N and got it grey, there'd be 7 random letters in the middle that I should be ignoring. It's just much easier for me to mentally ignore the first 7. Anyway, what's the rule here? Blue tiles mean that another letter from your guess is in that spot. Okay, so that doesn't matter until after we've had the guess. Let's try letters towards the middle and end of the alphabet. How about mount? Wow. So blue tiles mean that another letter from your guess is in that spot. That means one of these 5 letters is correct, not the O, so one of these 4, and it's second, but that's the only thing that we've learned still. Now, dashed borders must contain vowels, so we'll put a vowel in the middle, probably the I. That's the only letter, the only vowel that we haven't tried yet, really. We could well put the U second and the I third. That's probably worth a shot. Let's try. I mean, am I really going to start with a Q? Quill would work. It can't be quilt because the last letter can't be a T because it didn't go green here. I don't like duplicating letters, but let's just try it. Ooh, this isn't a U after all. Okay, so we've got an I and an L. Neither of them can be second because of this blue. The L can't be 4, 4, 5th either. The yellow and green tiles are ambiguous. Okay, so this has to be a consonant now because it's got to be M, N or T. Interesting. We're really running out of positions for vowels. If this is an M, I mean the first letter, you'd kind of want it to be a K. No, hang on, this is the way to think about it. This is an M, an N or a T. In all 3 situations, we've got an L that's not 4, 4, 5th or second. It's not going to start LM, LN or LT, is it? So that's definitely got to be an L. Could this be an M, ML? Well, that doesn't work. NL and TL? I mean, none of them look that promising. Unlit would work, but again, the last letter can't be a T. This could be an I. In fact, we can't even use the U, we just ruled that out. Inlay? I think that does work. So we can use an A specifically here because the E didn't quite rule it out. But that is a very uncommon word, so I'm not convinced, but it's the only possibility I can think of. It is correct. Wow, that was incredibly restricted at the end there, wasn't it? Surprisingly so. Very happy to have got that because I was absolutely nowhere for most of that. So it's just a relief to succeed in the end. Well done if you spotted that word before me. That is Fusele. Thank you for watching and bye for now.